representing the legendary Al Davis. And the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium. These fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. Running the show across the field, that's Raiders head coach Pete Carroll. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Get the fullback involved here. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's Dak. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It's simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Running right down their throat from the jump.
On second down, it's Williams again. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Cowboys first down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
And off to the up back. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So that brings them to 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10, Prescott. Out wide, it's Pickens. And this one does not go far.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
At the 13-yard line.
Throwing again, Prescott. This one's caught. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Dak now from the gun. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Only need one more yard on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Prescott to sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. Well, no questioning who won the leverage battle on that snap. They drove them backwards on that sneak.
Yeah, that is about as fast a launch as you're going to see from a defensive line. Almost never see a quarterback sneak, go backwards.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but he's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's Lockett. He brings it in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Mitchell up the middle. He's got to gain a 6 there. Davion Clowney on that stop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Again, this is Mitchell. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump. You'll get explosive on the ground as well.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. tie ball game now as they send this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Prescott now to throw on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cowboys butting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Coach Pete Carroll ushers his Raider offense back to the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead, and he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now second and 6.
A play fake now hurts the throw. Hauled in by Lockett, right side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here, Hurts. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. We'll need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second in inches.
10 yards on the pick.
Play action, Hurts has it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hurts on first down. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. The Cowboys about set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Another run for Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got a first to begin the frame. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
He's got Brown on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Prescott here from the gun. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Dallas.
A run with Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now here's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Raiders and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They go with Williams on the counter. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They go play fake with Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. Throw right side finds Bash. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Prescott will look to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Dak off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Looking slant route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now it's Prescott again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be third and long. Another throw for Prescott. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. That is Tyler Luke for the field goal attempt. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash.
A 38-yard attempt.
Luke knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. And it's first and 10. They'll run the toss for Williams. He cuts it toward the right sideline. There's a lot of space. And they are all the way into that red zone.
A lot of times when we'll see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
At the 18-yard line.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now lead by 10. Brock Bowers the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11.
Raiders 28, Cowboys 17.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This will end up as a touchback.
The
Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. Down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First down, here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
It's 16 yards on that play. That'll be good for Dallas. First down. Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. First and 10, Prescott finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again, Prescott.
43-yard line.
Drops this one down here for Williams. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, the really big tight ends at locker room favorite.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Dak out of the pistol. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game before halftime. Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. And he'll take it out wide to run this clock out. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Hurd sends it. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a toss running left with Williams. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We have a one-score game here. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's Hurts. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Continuing to move past the 45. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
This is Mitchell. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
And 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He rolls to his right. And downfield, and he finds Besh. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The give now to Mitchell. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Raiders 38. Cowboys 24.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Dak now from the gun. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. 1st and 10 from the 32.
And the Cowboys, first down.
Dak off the play fake. Fires right away, but incomplete. Trying to hit his fullback there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Dak. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up 3rd and very short. A timeout now as medical staff runs out to deal with an injured player, and that's A.J. Brown, the man in question. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
For QB sneak to actually go backwards, a couple things had to happen. Fumble of a snap, or that front defensively absolutely overwhelms the line of scrimmage. That one was the latter, and kudos to them.
Going forward, it's Williams. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard. That's going to set us up with 2nd and 9.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Hauled in by Lockett, right side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
180.
Hurts on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Hooker on the coverage.
Great. Set. 180.
Mitchell on the carry. Now that's not what the offense style about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Gain of 26 yards there. And that will set up 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Mitchell. Scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 3-possession game.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid.
That one splits the uprights. Raiders stretch their lead to 21. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. First down, here's Dak. It's caught by Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To play running back in this league, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Looking his fullback now. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Prescott on first and 10. Finds him over the middle. Will muster a little down to the 30. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Prescott here from the gun. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Finds his fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Draw play. This is Williams. Nothing doing on the draw block. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Prescott now on third down. Hits his running back. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Second down and goal.
From the gun is Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game.
Cowboys 31.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They toss to Williams, headed right. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Great, set. Trimming. No,
Here's Hurts. Low right side, finds Beck. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Raider first down.
no, set.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Mitchell. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play fake with Hurts. Buying some time right. Connects on the crosser. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. That's a Vegas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the handoff, here's Mitchell. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Play action. Hurts has it. Makes the catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
52. Cowboys 31.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency. I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Completes it again to Pickens. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's up the first.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Cowboys.
Back to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. Screen here for Williams. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
It's a gain of 33. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. This fine Schoonmaker complete. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
15 more yards. That's another.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
Blue with the ball carrier.
Moving quickly, trying to get
He was
set.
brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Blue again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. Tacks on the extra point. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game.
52. Cowboys,
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick.
to kick off.
And the Raiders are able to secure the kick.
The onside.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
Handoff here to Mitchell. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Called in by Lockett, right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out.
First down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a toss running left. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
At the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders nearing their 6th win this season. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Carlson's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We've got ourselves a 3-score game now after that, Mick. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. And screen here to Blue. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 82 yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Dak now from the gun. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Cowboys.
To throw is Prescott. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Prescott will look to throw. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in right side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Working quickly here.
Gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. Has it at the 7. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 10. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Raiders able to cover up the onside try. That seals up this game. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, they'll run. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Great, set.
Quick toss headed left. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case at times, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Carlson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.